I think it's safe for me to say that most of my photographer viewers want crisp images most of the time. But throughout history, artists haven't always felt the need to depict the world around them in that crisp, idealized fashion. One group of artists, the European Impressionists, preferred to paint or sculpt closer to how their eyes saw the scene at a certain moment in time. In fact, that is what the movement of Impressionism in the 19th century was all about. In particular, they were experimenting with depicting light the way the eye sees it, and that might not mean a super crisp, clear image. They used lots of color and small brush strokes to capture that look and feel. Let me show you what I mean. I'll start us off with one of the most well-known Impressionist painters, Claude Monet. This is his Haystacks at Chailly, which he painted in 1865. In this painting, Monet was showing us what the landscape looked like during that morning sunrise. The haystacks are silhouetted. Looking closer, you can't see each piece of hay or blade of grass, just like in real life. It's the artist's impression of that particular moment. I think we all know what that's like, right? Imagine, being outside, maybe it's sunrise, like in Monet's painting we just looked at. You're still a little bleary-eyed, looking out over your surroundings, the landscape. It's that moment that the Impressionists were trying to capture. Let's look at another. This painting is by Bertha Morisot. It is called The Seine Valley at Mazy, and it was painted in 1891. This is another example of a landscape where we aren't seeing each individual leaf on the tree. We're seeing short sweeps of color, giving us a feeling of a bright, colorful, beautiful scene. Now, Impressionism wasn't limited to landscapes. This is Ballerina by Edgar Degas. He painted this around 1876. It is painted in a style similar to what we've seen though. Short strokes of pastel color, more of an impression of this girl. Looking more closely, Degas hasn't detailed her face. We see some contouring, but that's it. Now today, these works of art are in museums and the artists are lauded for their creativity. However, did everyone like this style when it came about? Absolutely not. In fact, art critics of the day did not approve. These guys and gals, the Impressionists, were kind of rebels. They were creating a new way of looking at things. That can be challenging for traditionalists. Okay, today's art history lesson is over. Well, almost. I have some homework for you. I want you to try it. Instead of creating an idealized photo, capture that image more how your eye is seeing it. Maybe imperfections or blurriness included. Maybe with noise from using a high ISO. I don't know, get creative. With a portrait or a landscape or a still life, anything. You are the artist after all. And then, if you're okay with your photo being in one of my videos, email it to me at secrets@snapchick.com so I can show it off in a video later this week.